Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to, I think, what feels like kind of like a second home, Sheffield United. We had many a press conference in here. We had a great event here. Sorry? Are you, Michael? Sorry,
You're stealing my thunder here.
I was so excited. I was so excited. I just went for it. Now we'll pass over to the real star of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Fame promoter and MC Michael Buffer.
Well, get an introduction and everything. Are we all right with PA? Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the official final press conference for a great night of boxing coming up Saturday night. Now, before we continue, I just want to say on behalf of Matchroom Boxing, Sky Sports Boxing, and DAZN, we all send our best wishes to a speedy recovery for Adonis Stevenson, who's recovering and starting to do well. He, of course, was injured last week, and we wish him the best. And our condolences to the family of three-time world champion Marcus Beyer, who tragically, at the age of 47, passed away a few days ago. And just wanted to say our thoughts and prayers to his family. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Steel City, Sheffield, England, a city of with a metropolitan area of over 1.5 million, very devoted, loyal sports fans, and as many of you know, Sheffield FC is the oldest football club in the entire world. So this is a city with a great history in sports, along with just a plain old historical city. 1,000 years ago, we had a castle here, Sheffield Castle, that was the home of Mary Queen of Scots for 14 years back in the 16th century. None of us was here, except for, I think Barry Hearn was around in those days. But and it's a great city for sports. It's my 5th time here, and I'm really looking forward to Saturday night. On the card, I think we have a total of 10 fights. The co-feature and feature are for World Championship Eliminator contests. And like I say, I've been here 5 times, loved it every time. A great night coming up, and it's all brought to you by Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing. It'll be broadcast live by Sky Sports Boxing, streamed exclusively to the United States on DAZN, D-A-Z-N, DAZN. And so fans all over the world will be watching and seeing the great fans here in Sheffield. So here to tell you more about what is on the card and introduce you to some of the fighters. You just met him a few minutes ago as he introduced himself before I got to come up here and speak, is Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing.
Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Great to have you here as always, David Diamante as well. First class ring announcers, great setup we've got, production first class. Looking forward to a big show on Saturday. Like I said, we've been to this great city many, many times. Feels like many years we've been coming here with Kell, starting out at Hillsborough Leisure Centre, of course, travelling to the US when he beat Sean Porter for the world title, defending his world titles here, of course coming here, fighting what is probably now regarded as the number 147-pound fighter in the world in Errol Spence, 25,000 people at Bramall Lane. It was a great, great night of boxing. And seeing him today, I think he looks fitter, healthier, chirpier, more excited than I've ever seen him in his career so far. And a fit, hungry, healthy Kell Brook is a very, very dangerous Kell Brook. And I believe we're going to get a fantastic performance from him on Saturday night. There's talk about the future. There's talk about Amir Khan. One thing I know is that Kell Brook has many, many miles left on the clock. And like I said, when there's hunger in his heart, I believe he's one of the best 147-pound fighters in the world. And he may even come in close to that limit on Saturday night, even though this fight is a final eliminator for the WBA light middleweight title with the likes of Jarrett Hurd on the horizon. I'm excited for this card for many, many reasons, and I'm going to explain those to you shortly. But first, I'm going to pass over to our long-time exclusive UK partners, Sky Sports. And I always keep saying that British boxing is in such a great renaissance period. But when we were on our knees, i.e. we, the boxing family, there was only really one person that wanted to help, and that was Sky Sports. And it's great to still be with them after all these years and still see them flying the flag for boxing in Britain. I'm going to pass you over to Head of Boxing at Sky Sports, Adam Smith.
Thanks, Eddie. I just want to echo Michael's words, wishing Adonis Stevenson a speedy recovery, and also love to the family of Marcus Beyer. We worked with Marcus plenty of times early on in the Sky days. He was a great guy, and we're going to miss him hugely. As Eddie said, we've been in boxing many, many years. It's my 25th year at Sky, and it was started long before me as well. And year in, year out, we are there for the sport. Recently, we've done Monaco and Florence, and now we're here in Sheffield, back to a place we spent a lot of time in the late 90s with the likes of Prince Nassim Hamid, of course, Ryan Rhodes, Johnny Nelson, our own, Clifton Mitchell. Kell Brook was just a young kid there coming through. And it's fantastic to see how he's developed over the years. And as Eddie said, and as Michael said, this is a wonderful fighting city. Really looking forward to being back here Saturday night. It's a great December, of course. New York next week for Canelo and Rocky, and then White Chisora at the O2, a pre-Christmas cracker. But let's enjoy this one. It's a great bill. Fantastic to see Kell Brook back. I agree with Eddie. He looks in terrific shape, and obviously he's got the fire reignited alongside John Fuchs now. We remember John, a really good fighter himself. And good to see him again. Welcome Michael Zerafa and his team over. Looking forward to the main event. We've got some great stuff on the card as well. The likes of John O'Carroll, Anthony Fowler, Josh Kelly in a really tough one as well. So enjoy it. It's special coming back to Sheffield. We love it. And have a great one Saturday night. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Adam. As I was saying, a couple of reasons I'm really looking forward to this card. One, of course, is the return of Kell Brook. Under a new trainer in John Fuchs, but particularly three guys who are in big fights. Two are in huge step-up fights, everyone in step-up fights are those three. But firstly, Anthony Fowler, who has by far the toughest fight of his career so far against Jose Carlos Paz. Paz lost to Jamie Munguia recently, who's now WBO light middleweight world champion. John O'Carroll in a final eliminator with Guillain Frenoir, who will be with us in a couple of minutes. Flying in from Paris, long-standing European champion. The winner of that fight goes on to automatically challenge Tevin Farmer. Of course, Tevin Farmer under the Matchroom banner as well. He wants that fight badly. That fight is already penciled in for March in New York, so no waiting about. John O'Carroll gets victory on Saturday night. He goes straight into the Tevin Farmer fight stateside. Kid Galahad returning after a great win in America, now mandatory challenger for the winner of Warrington Frampton coming up. Nowhere for them to run either. Kid Galahad straight in with them. Kez Asfak in his first step up on the card. Of course, 2016 Rio Olympian. And I think one of the picks on the card is Josh Kelly against David Avician. David, former WBA welterweight world champion. And Josh Kelly now makes a major step up. I saw David on the pads last night with Carl Greaves. He looks in fantastic shape. Sparred many rounds with Kell Brook. I know it's a fight Kell's looking forward to as well, and particularly for Jono, Anthony and Josh Kelly, three really big moments for them on Saturday night for two of their fledgling careers, and also Jono with a brilliant opportunity to challenge for the world title. Kez, we're going to start out with you. Jay Carney for you on Saturday night. Looking forward to getting out on this card. You're looking in great shape and excited for the show.
Yeah, I can't wait to get out there now. It's been a long training camp. I'm starting to finally, in the pro game, feel myself. Obviously, before I turned pro, I had a good year and a half away. I had a year and a half off, injuries, sorting a promotional deal out, but now I'm in the best place in the world at Matchroom Boxing. But yeah, I'm feeling amazing. Little step up against Jay Carney this weekend, and I'm looking forward to showing what I'm made of.
You've seen your Rio teammates, of course, Anthony and Josh, now moving up the world rankings, and some of them winning British Commonwealth titles. Some of them looking to change for world titles in 2019. A lot of pressure now from the fans to make these steps quickly, and a good win for you on Saturday will see you challenging for titles in 2019. Yeah,
definitely. I'm half jealous of these boys right now because they've got a year ahead of me in terms of the professional careers. But I'm ready to step up. Took my time so far. I'm feeling great in the pro game now. I'm ready to step up slowly, and next year hopefully get a few titles around the waist as well.
Barry? Great win out in Boston. It's a good performance. Got the decision out there. And now sitting really nicely as mandatory challenger for the winner of Warrington and Frampton. And looking to finish off the year in style on Saturday night in your hometown.
Yeah, it was a good win out in America and Boston. Toko Clerican, tough kid. What can I say? Did everything I had to do in that fight to win. So hopefully on Saturday get this kid out of the way, and then I'll be ringside watching Frampton and Warrington, 22nd.
Obviously important to keep busy. You've had a nice run now of fights.
Yeah.
Rather than sitting around just waiting for your shot. We know that's coming early next year, but important to stay busy and keep ready for that fight.
It is, I'd like to thank Sky Sports, Matchroom, Edian, 3 fights this year. So, hopefully next year you can get me 4 fights, 4 defining fights. I'll be fighting for the world title, win that, and then 3 big fights next year.
Anthony, for the first time you have definitely a guy that's coming to win, definitely a guy who's mixed at world class, and I get the feeling you're really looking forward to it. I've got to say, Dave Coldwell turned down 20 opponents for you for this fight because they weren't good enough, which is nice and refreshing from a trainer and manager who would normally, obviously, at this stage in their career, look for easier options. But both you guys feel like you're ready now to step up over 10 rounds and in title fights.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Dave knows I need to test. There's no point in me on the ring and just dominating people like I have been. I've had 8 fights without being cocky. I haven't even broke a sweat so far. It's all been easy, straightforward fights. So this lad's been at top level, box world champions. He's ranked 40 on BoxRec, much higher than me. So he's mixed at a much higher class. And this is the fight where I show what I'm about. I've got to be cool, calm, collected, and do the job.
Obviously looking to move up those world rankings, but domestically, I don't think it's ever been better, well, for boxing full stop, but especially at 154 pounds. People were talking about the Fitzgerald fight. Now a lot of people talking about Fowler v Cheeseman in 2019. Is Fitzgerald, then Cheeseman, a route that you'd like to take if you're successful on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, Eddie. I'm ready, mate. I've been ready all year for these fights. I just want to start being big fights now and just show them about, because I work very, very hard in the gym, so it's no point doing all the work in the gym and having an easy fight where you don't show nothing. I want a good test, and this lad's going to come to fight me. He's a tough lad. He's a lot more experienced than me, a lot more hardened than what I am, so it's going to be a great fight.
Thanks, Anthony. Mehdi, welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Our friends from France, Guillaume. Are you translating? The question, obviously a massive chance for both guys. The winner moves on to fight for the world title, Tevin Farmer. How are you feeling?
Bonjour tout le monde. Alors, non, mais je suis très motivé et très prêt pour ce combat. Et comme l'IBF a ordonné une demi-finale pour accéder au championnat du monde, donc il va falloir gagner cette demi-finale, et on est là pour ça.
He said that he's very pleased to be here in Sheffield, a great place of boxing. When the IBF ordered this final eliminator, he was determined to come get his chance to fight to fight for the world title. So after 2 months camp, he's ready to win.
Is he ready for a war on Saturday night? Because I've seen John O'Carroll fight many times, and I promise you that on Saturday.
Il a vu souvent des combats de John O'Carroll, il est souvent un guerrier. Est-ce que tu es prêt pour la guerre?
Je pense qu'à ce niveau-là, tout le monde est guerrier. Donc, je suis un guerrier aussi. Donc, voilà, on est prêt pour ça. Et si on veut faire un championnat du monde, de toute façon, on sera présent.
If you target a world title, you must be a warrior. So maybe you know the Irish warrior, but you will know the French warrior on Saturday.
Oh, very good, very good. Jono, unquestionably the greatest beard in world boxing right now.
Indeed, son.
Mixed in with probably the greatest smile in world boxing as well. And I'm delighted to welcome you to the Matchroom team. Your first fight with us, you won prize fighter, you had a couple of fights with us. We put you on the Klitschko Fury card a few years back, and delighted to be working with you, and this massive, massive, massive chance for you on Saturday night to move straight into a Tevin Farmer fight.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. I really appreciate you having me back. I appreciate Sky Sports put me on these big bills. Since prize fighter, I was an underdog for that. I stepped up, I won that, and then getting on Germany, I've been on fantastic shows with Sky and with Matchroom, you know, so I was excited to sign back with us. And yeah, I must say, pulling this off, getting me this world title, this is what boxing is all about. You know what I mean? I don't work that hard and sacrifice so many hours in the gym, blood, sweat and tears to just fight journeyman or fight people who I know when I get in there to fight that I know I'm going to beat. That stuff doesn't excite me, you know what I mean? I need to be in with people who is going to test me. And this Frenchman is very experienced. I hope he is ready for a war, because us Irish love to go to war. And I have to say, I'm ready for anything, whether we want to box. I believe I have a little bit better boxing ability, hand speed, power, and then, as always, I love to go to war too. So I'm going to drag him into all sorts of my boxing game. I'm looking to impress. I don't want to just win this fight. I want to impress. I want to show Tevin Farmer the little peanut head. I'm going to eat him alive when his time comes. And I truly believe the only person who can test me to the limits would be someone like Gervonta Davis, you know? Someone, that will be a dogfight. Me and him go head to head, and that will be a war. And then you'll see the true John O'Carroll going to war.
You talk about experience in this fight. Frenoir's clearly more experienced than you, boxed at European level for a long, long time. You think you're getting him at the right time as well, or just nothing's going to stop you on Saturday night?
Listen, nothing's going to stop me. I don't really look too much into who I'm fighting. I just try to be the best me, the best boxer I can possibly be. And the rest take care of itself. You know what I mean? For me, it doesn't matter who I face. I just look at what type of fighter they are. We come up with a game plan, and yeah, we just execute that game plan and destroy. You know what I mean? My past few fights, I'm only getting better and better every time I get in there, because my level of opposition has got better and better. And every time I'm the underdog, I can't even believe I was the underdog for my last fight, being the champion. But every time I'm the underdog, I raise my game. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about in boxing, is when you get these opportunities, you take them with both hands and you just destroy anything in your path.
And finally, you would be an underdog against Tevin Farmer. I've seen lots of backs and forth between you two on social media. We know you have a job to do on Saturday night, not overlooking Frenoir, but that could end up being a big, big fight stateside.
No, because Frenoir is like a banana skin, you know. If I don't win on Saturday night, then there is no Tevin Farmer. And God knows I want to lay my hands on Tevin Farmer's little head. You know what I mean? So, trust me, I will be performing on Saturday night, because at the end of the day, I have a job to do Saturday, and I need to take this very seriously. But at the same time, we know I'm ready for Tevin Farmer. I know I'm ready. MTK Go will know I'm ready. And I want to thank them also for putting me in this position and getting me signed with yourself and getting me these big opportunities. You know what I mean? There was times I was actually feeling like walking away from boxing a few times. And then when I signed with MTK, it gave me that spark back. So I really have to take my hat off to them and thank them massively. But I have to say, Tevin Farmer is getting broke up. Mark my words, Tevin Farmer will not last 12 rounds. I guarantee every single person here, I am going to smash up Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer is a good fighter, but he ain't no Floyd Mayweather, and he tries to be like Adrian Brown and all these little muppets. Trust me, he ain't nothing like them. Tevin Farmer he's a good fighter. I'm not going to put him down too much, because anyone who has won a world title is, in my eyes, that's where I want to be. So I can't put his boxing ability down. He's a great fighter, but there's plenty of holes there that I can see that I'm going to poke him to bits. And I guarantee I break him up and break his head.
Thanks, Jono. Firstly,
hopefully break his jaw and shut him up as well. But sorry,
firstly, Frenoir, for you on Saturday, IBF final eliminator to become mandatory for Tevin Farmer. It's a great, great fight. And another fight, WBA International welterweight title, Josh Kelly against David Avician. David, welcome.
Thank you.
This is a big fight for you. I know that Neil Marsh, your management team, and Carl Greaves, your trainer, really, really fancy this fight. Styles should clash into a real war on Saturday.
Hello everybody, and yes, it's big fight for me. It's, I like, sorry, it's my English not very well.
Good, it's good.
Yeah, I work for better next time. I like this fight, I want this fight, I'm hungry. In boxing I need fight, I'm ready. David now today for Sheffield, is David ready for fight? and tomorrow weight day, and after fight day, and see you for ring. I will do my best. I think everything good.
David, Josh Kelly was a great amateur.
Yeah, listen.
Doesn't have much professional experience. You've boxed at a much higher level than him. Do you think the experience is important in this fight?
Yeah, I speak true before not listen for Josh Kelly before say fight. I listen after listen for give me fight. I see Josh good for amateur boxing and good starting professional boxing. I listen for maybe 1 month before Josh here for children, and congratulations, it's good news. I hope so everybody understand me.
We do. You're doing very well.
Yeah, it's good fight. I think 12 round belt fight is really champion fight. Thank you for everybody. Thank you my family for every time. Good heart helped me.
Ladies and gentlemen, David Avician with some
Yeah,
excellent
thank you.
English, I think. Excellent.
Just say if he dies,
Josh,
he dies.
obviously we heard there you got a little boy now, plenty to fight for, but this is where it starts to get really, really exciting. This is actually the first time I'll be a little bit nervous. I'm sure the team will be, but really now you won't be, but it's what it's all about. I mean, finally now you have the test with someone that will give absolutely everything to win on Saturday night against you.
That's what I need. I need someone to come and really try and take my head off. I know looking at this, I think as though when I get in the ring, and a lot of people want to take my head off because I look like this arrogant sort of guy, but I've got a sort of a switch when I go into the ring. I'm not the same guy outside as I'm in. So I feel as though Saturday night when I go in there, I'm going to put a performance on. I got love and respect for David Evanesian. Thank you for congratulating us on the child. Yeah, he's healthy, he's blessed, everything's going well. So 4 weeks since the last fight, so I've had a quick turnaround and I'm feeling fresh, and I'm just feeling too relaxed. I feel nice.
Obviously David's mixed at world level, we're former world champion, ranked for a long, long time. After this fight, if you're successful, really, it's straight into the deep end, and this is going to tell us exactly where you are in your career, I believe, on Saturday.
When this fight happens and when the decision gets made, then I think a lot of people will be surprised the way the fight went. I feel stylistically, I'm ready for this sort of fight. It's sort of the typical boxer versus the fighter in a sense. And if it comes to fight, it's going to be a good night and a night to enjoy for myself.
Look forward to a great fight on Saturday night between you two. It's going to be a fantastic fight. We move on to the main event, final eliminator for the WBA Super Welterweight World Title. We'll start with the trainers first. Blake Caparello, welcome. A great fighter yourself. Tell us about this camp, this fight, and the job ahead on Saturday night.
Yeah, thanks for Matchroom, first of all, and Sky Sports for having us on all the way from Australia. The good thing about Michael, he comes into camp fit, and he's only a couple of kilos overweight, so we can focus straight on the boxing with him, and he come in camp good spirits. He's come over here in great spirits. The English public have been awesome towards us. Listen, I know they think he's coming as an opponent because there's big fights ahead, but Michael's not an opponent. He's coming here to win, like Kell did against Sean Porter. He went to his backyard and he took the title. Kell Brooks' name is a world title to Michael, so we're coming to his backyard and we're doing the exact same thing.
I know, speaking to Brendan, making this fight, these are the kind of opportunities he's been looking for. Obviously won the Commonwealth title, defended it, won intercontinental titles as well. A lot of people believe that he's a massive underdog in this fight. No pressure really in this fight, and no expectations necessarily from the UK fans. He can go and relax and try and enjoy himself out there.
Exactly right, and like that's a dangerous fighter, a relaxed fighter, so Michael's got nothing to worry about. He just goes go in there, do his job. He's got his team, family, all his friends back home behind him, and we've actually had a lot of the English public come up to him and support him, so we're looking to put on a great show.
Thank you, Blake. And over to John. John, welcome. Your first time up here in the Kell Brook team. He looks in fantastic shape, looks happy, looks ready. Tell us a little bit about the camp so far and what you've seen and what improvements have been made.
Yeah, he is, Eddie. Yeah, thanks. He's in fantastic shape. It's great. It's great to be a part of it, if I'm honest with you. But the way, as soon as I got there, I thought to myself, well, there's odd little bits we can do and not change, but add to his arsenal. As soon as I got there, he just jumped straight in board with both feet to say, yeah, what do you want to work on? What should we do with this? And the perfect thing with Kell with this camp is he's happy. And he's been dragging me out of bed at 6:30 in the morning. I've been wanting to lie, and he's saying, get out, come on. We're going running, we're going to the gym, we're doing this. He's been there before me. So with somebody like Kell, as long as he's happy, he's dangerous, man, like dangerous. So this camp, it couldn't have gone any better. And I'm looking for a very special performance on Saturday.
Obviously, after the Errol Spence defeat, he was disappointed with that. It was tough to take, and in my meetings with Kell, he talked about 1, 2 more fights.
Yeah.
But really, I see a different side to him now. Talking about years still in this sport.
Eddie, sorry, pal. I'm exactly the same as you. Before I started working with Kell, I think a lot of people might have thought that. Maybe there's 1, there's 2 fights. Maybe think, the can't fight and then that's it. No way. No way. This Kell Brook now, the way he is now, and the way he's going to be after this fight, there's another 2, 3, 4 years in him, easily. And not just in the game, but at the top level of the game. And that's at 147, that's at 154. Whatever chances come, he'll beat them guys, this Kell Brook.
Thanks, John. Michael, welcome. You've been looking for this opportunity for a while. Many are looking past you. The internet says you don't have a chance in this fight. I asked them to watch the Peter Quillen fight, where you moved up to middleweight and you gave him a great ride there, took it to him. But a big opportunity for you on Saturday night in your career.
Thanks for having me, firstly. Look, it's a huge opportunity for me and the team. Kell Brooks done a lot of great things for the sport. We know it's going to be a hard fight, but we've come prepared. Like Blakey said, his name's a world title to me. So no stone's been left unturned. He's just a man, you know what I mean? He's got 2 arms and a head and he bleeds red. So look, the best Michael Zerafa is going to be there. And like I said, it's going to be a fireworks.
One thing we know about you, you've got plenty of heart and you're prepared to go to the well in this fight. Is that what you're going to have to do in this fight? You believe you have to go to the well to beat Kell Brook on Saturday?
Look, we've been obviously studying throughout our camp. Like I said, he's a great fighter, but, we saw a lot of flaws. Too many holes in a ship, it sinks. So, look, we've got a great game plan in place. And, look, come Saturday, we'll lay it all out. And, like I said, it's in God's hands now, but like I said, no stone's been left unturned.
Thank you, Michael. Holes in the ship, Kell. You look well. A lot of people looking past this fight for you, but obviously feeling fresh and talking about years left in the sport, a must-win on Saturday night, obviously.
Yeah, I'm feeling very fresh. If you roll back 12 months ago, I'd probably give myself about 12 months to, before I hang 'em up. But I feel reborn. I feel reborn, Eddie, honestly. You don't understand. Like I said, an happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, and I'm so happy. We, on training camp, like I said, we were getting all the hard work done, the beach runs, the track sessions. We're having a good crack in between, film night, end at night. The camp just was so smooth. We had the sparring in what we needed. It couldn't have gone any better. And I am so happy, and I'm so raring to go now for Saturday.
With Michael Zerafa, obviously we know 154-pound fighter, won Commonwealth titles, Intercontinental titles, fell short against the likes of Peter Quillen, but very game, and will definitely be bringing the fight to you on Saturday night.
To be honest with you, with no disrespect to him, I'm not interested in what he's going to do. I know that I'm 100%, and there's not going to be no man what can get in there Saturday night, what can deal with me. So I'm very happy, I'm very sharp, I'm very strong, I'm very explosive. So I'm looking to put up serious performance on, and I'm looking to give all your guys an early Christmas present.
I know that it wouldn't be a press conference without asking an Emir Khan question. We know that he's obviously still the fight, but at this stage in your career, with this freshness and this new mentality, it's basically any elite fighter you want if you can beat Zerafa on Saturday.
Any elite, I feel like a teenager again. You know, I could weigh in at 147 tomorrow if I wanted. You know, I've got that buzz. I've got that buzz again. I've got many years left. I want to fight the top boys. Sean Porter's got WBC world title. He's there. If he wants a rematch there, Errol Spence, I would love to bring him back here in the summer and get the win, because I'm an animal. You know, I feel reborn, like I said. I'm buzzing, and Amir Khan is a con man. They should call him Amir Khan, because he's a con man. He's mugged you off, Eddie. He's mugged you off. You know, I think.
Not yet.
You know, this is his last fight, big fight. You know, under Matchroom, I thought that this fight were nailed on. You know, he shook me and looked me dead in the eyes at Tony Bell's last fight. Looked me dead in the eyes, and he said, "We will fight next." What can I do? I've bent over backwards. I've said that I'll come to 147. We've not even talked about rehydration or anything like that, because it's never got to that. You know, first of all, we need him to come to the table and say, yes, it's on, because I'm doing everything I can for the fans. You know, he's turned his back on the fans. He keeps saying that I have. I think everybody knows that it's him what's running off.
Well,
so
if you want my opinion, there's only one fight for Amir Khan, and that's what I've told him, and that's to fight you and not fight anybody else. But that's another story, because you have an important fight on Saturday night, and you have a guy that's going to try and end all your career plans on Saturday night in Michael Zerafa, and I know he's going to be doing everything he can to try and do that. Kell Brook is, I believe, still one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport of boxing, and I think you're going to see a great performance from him on Saturday night against Michael Zerafa. A huge card, so many other fighters on the card as well, and thanks to Adam Etches as well, Shaquille Thompson, just to name a few coming. By the way, Adam Etches isn't fighting. I saw him. He might be coming in to fight at cruiserweight or something like that. Where is he?
Heavyweight.
Thanks, Adam. And Terry Harper. Loads of other fighters on the card as well on Saturday night. Some big fights, like I said, away from Brook against Zerafa. John O'Carroll against Fremroy, IBF final eliminator. Kez Ashfaq, Kid Galahad. Anthony Fowler in a big step up, and a brilliant welterweight fight between David Avician and Josh Pretty Boy Kelly as well. All live and exclusive on Sky Sports, streamed in America with DAZN. We've got David Diamante, we've got Michael Buffer, and we've got the Sheffield Arena. And I just want to say to the Sheffield fight fans, thank you for all your support over the years. I truly believe this will be the last time you see Kell Brook in the Sheffield Arena, because after this, I think he's moving to stadium fights. I think he's moving to big fights in the US as well. So let's have a great night. We've had so many great nights in the arena before, and we look forward to another electric night on Saturday. We're going to have head-to-head shots up here, and all the fighters are available for media on one-to-ones. And we'll see you at the weigh-in tomorrow at the Business Design Centre by the Winter Gardens. Thank you very much.